Y'all, I never thought I'd have to make a video on our unproblematic King Jack Wright and our body positivity queen Sienna Mae, but the tea is way too piping hot to not spill. Stay tuned. Alright y'all, so if you didn't know, Jack and Sienna have been together for quite some time, or so we thought. The two made a lot of TikToks together, which led to many people thinking they're dating, even though neither had ever confirmed it. And we thought things were going well for the two, up until a few days ago when both Jack and Sienna unfollowed each other. This led to a lot of people wondering if the two had called it quits. A few hours later, Jack posted these pictures on his IG story, and many thought it had to do with Sienna. I defended your name when everyone said you're bad. There's no defending you now that I know the truth. Some people come into your life just to teach you what love is not. And this is when Jack's twin brother decided to step into the situation and commented this on Jack's most recent TikTok, which, by the way, Jack liked. Finally safe with no one taking advantage of you. I can't hold back if Jack is going to be painted as the bad guy. And then came the hardest curveball we ever thought. Jack and James's close friend Mason, who is in front of Jack in this TikTok, posted this on his Twitter, which James retweeted, by the way. And that's when everyone knew all the shade with the comments and the IG story was about Sienna. Jack and James have been my best friends since kindergarten. I struggle with seeing a girl getting praised after telling my best friend to K-word himself and SA him numerous times after he set boundaries, and then repeatedly wonder why he doesn't like you back. She also has a history of verbally abusing people in high school and in LA. She prioritizes the growth of her platform rather than the positive message she represents herself as. Followers should not be an excuse to get away with abusive behavior. You guys all deserve to know the truth about her. After allegations of Sienna SA Jack, the internet started trending Sienna, and many found evidence of why Jack's friends thought Sienna SA Jack, such as this post where she seemed a bit too desperate to get into Jack's pants. You're too nice, can you break my back already? The amount of beds we've slept in and nothing has happened. This do be a one-sided love. Why don't you want me back? White boy do be packing though. After all this backlash, Sienna finally decided to open up and tell the truth about everything in a 7-minute long video. She started off by saying how she did not in any way SA Jack. She completely denied it. She did, however, admit that Jack had been SA, but not by her. She went on to James and said how she finds it ironic that James is accusing her of SA when he's very inappropriate with her brother and her guy friends. I think by this she means that James is very touchy even with guys who aren't straight, maybe. I don't know for sure. Lastly, she addressed Mason, the guy who posted about Sienna SA Jack on Twitter, and said that it was all completely false and that she will be taking legal action against Mason. Here's a short clip.
I unequivocally deny the allegations that I sexually assaulted Jack Wright. I have nothing to apologize for because I did not sexually assault Jack Wright. Jack never confirmed or denied it, which makes the situation even worse because he never denied it, knowing that is not true. The allegations were made in a tweet by Mason of sexual assault. Let me be clear one more time, I did not sexually assault Jack Wright. The claims that he made and that James co-signed are completely false. It's seriously so uncomfortable, and I hate that I have to disclose this, but Jack and I never had sex. It feels really uncomfortable having to disclose this part of my life to the internet, especially because I'm a 17-year-old girl. For so long, I was strung along and misled by Jack. It's honestly really embarrassing for me because I gave my entire heart and all of my love for 9 months so vulnerably on the internet, and everyone can go and look at these videos and see how invested I was in our relationship, and when I wasn't inconvenienced, when I wasn't around for the video or the TikTok kiss or the TikTok views, I wasn't important to him. But that is not true in my case. I cared about him on a personal level, and I will always have a special place in my heart for him. I've seen numerous arguments asking why lie about sexual assault, and this isn't a lie. But it wasn't me who sexually assaulted him. And Jack, I'm so sorry that I have to do this to you and I have to out you like this. And I never, ever, ever would have done this to you if it didn't get to the low point that it did, where my name was literally being slandered left and right. And I'm sorry, but for the one time, I have to protect myself before I protect you. I was trying to be there for the both of us and trying to keep your name and your personal business out of it, but you didn't keep my personal business out of it, knowing damn well that your friends were gonna post those tweets. And I'm sorry, but you know I did not sexual assault you. We both know what happened, and we both know who it was, and we both know that I was not at that gathering that night. I'm so disappointed in you and the people around you because they are letting you misplace your trauma onto me, and I'm so sorry that this happened to you. It's not my place to speak your story, and I will not discuss this any further, but it's not your place to allow false allegations to be spread about me when we both know that I was not the one who did this to you. I was there for you through the aftermath and all those depressive nights and the nights that you had no motivation, and I would go and I would clean your room and I would get you food and I would be there for you as a good friend because I cared about you so much. I'm so sorry that this happened to you, and I really hope you can get through this.
Yikes, pretty serious stuff, I'm aware. Now, after this video had been posted, many were confused on who to believe since Jack has yet to address anything by himself. I'm proud of her for giving a statement instead of apologizing for something that may not have happened. Sienna really brought a whole video explaining everything until Jack doesn't do the same. I have to believe her. But the thing is, she came with receipts. I believe nobody, but her statement seemed real. With all this being said, I want to hear y'all's opinion too. How do you feel about Sienna's response to being called out for SA Jack? Do you think she's telling the truth, or is Jack in the right? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's all for today's tea. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified for videos posted every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 10 p.m. Lots of love.